The other day, I was invited to an NFT SMP. This is a server where you get non-fungible tangerines from winning events. My goal is to become the most powerful player by hoarding all of the NFTs, although I will probably have to break some rules to do that. Since I had gotten the server late, 2 events took place, so these 2 kids both got NFTs. Now I had to kill both of them if I wanted to hoard all of the NFTs. I was immediately hooked up with some gear from Parks 2, which was probably the second best PvPer on the server. After this, my first event was starting, and the event was for 1.5 NFTs, which is super close to a Fortune 5 book, which is insanely OP. So basically, he just spawned a bunch of piglins, and piglins don't attack us, so I was running what he was doing. But then this guy started attacking piglins, and all of them were after him, so he built up, and yeah, I'll just let it play out from here. Sadly, nobody else died during that portion of the event, so we just killed them all and went on to the next round. This next round, I lost a life in, and we have 2 lives, but this was so dumb, because he just said grass, and we were supposed to get that we were gonna fall into lava if we didn't get on the grass. And then I made a sneaky move and dropped Parks 2 into the lava. And by the way, we put all of our items and NFTs into a chest before we start these. And then, for some reason, TNG_DRTBG decides to walk into the lava too. Now that there's only 3 people left and we all only have 1 life, we do a game of spleef. We are then given shovels until we get at least 1 person out. And then after turning around for a second, a guy just falls into the hole I made. I eventually lose hunger and I cannot sprint anymore, so this becomes a really unfair fight. After 5 minutes of waiting around, we get efficiency 5 shovels, and it becomes a lot faster. At one point, he gets me in a really tight situation and almost gets me. But then I make him fall into the lava, and I easily just won 1.5 NFTs, which is more than anybody on the server has right now. Now that I was stacked out, I needed a teammate, and I asked in chat, and everybody said no, so I had no idea what to do. And then I was dumb, so I forgot to record it, but I got 1 NFT from a parkour event. Now that I had enough stuff to go get a Fortune 5 book, I decided to get it, and it wasn't on the board. They had changed it, and now I had to save up for 3 NFTs to get a Fortune 4 pick. After this, we had another event, and there's really only one interesting part about it, so I'm just gonna skip to that. So basically, the person in charge, the admin here, said that if anybody keeps on hitting each other or kills somebody when they're not supposed to, then they're immediately disqualified, and that's what he did here, and he did not get disqualified at all. Bruh. Nah, he should be gone for that. I win. You said no kill or death, so I win. So then we get creative for a minute, and we're supposed to kill a wither, and it was first person to get Nether Star, which I found super unfair because I think he had pickup priority, so yeah. Please. No, he got it! I hate this. I did so much damage. After that event, he won 1 NFT, and I won a half of NFT, which was super unfair, but at least now I had enough, so I traded in for a Fortune 4 netherite pickaxe. Since I was really stacked out now, I asked again in chat and asked if anybody wanted to be on my team, and somebody finally said yes. They immediately decked me out in some diamond armor and gave me an enchanted golden apple. When I got to their base, they had a sheep farm, and we made a villager breeder and got some mending villagers. We then made a raid farm, and I eventually got enough levels to get a maxed out sword. Since I had gotten a netherite ingot, I made my sword into a maxed out netherite sword. And then apparently my teammate found the opposing team's cords and gave it to me. And I didn't know this at the time, but he actually was on their computer in school and hit F3. So that was probably unfair, but I didn't know it at the time, so I didn't break the rules. And so, the fighting began. As I started fighting, I immediately noticed something. The admins were combat logging. See, combat logging was banned on the server, and here were the two owners doing it. After a few minutes, one finally got on, and I had the opportunity to kill him. And then of course, the rest of the replay file got corrupted. But at least I got full netherite armor and another enchanted golden apple from winning the battle. And now, I owned all of the NFTs. Well, at least most of them, anyway.